Hi guys, Sam Matt here at the StarLadder Season 9 offline finals. I'm joined here by March by MVP Phoenix, and you guys have just unfortunately been knocked out of the tournament after losing to Navi. Now, looking at the tournament as a whole, how has the experience been for you and your team?
It was great. We learned a lot. And by also talking to players like Puppy or all the top players, I got a lot of feedbacks and learned a lot. Yep.
Do you find that a lot of the teams and players are very helpful? They're really open to help you, and they're willing to give you information and maybe scrim with you?
Yeah, a team like DK got to be kind of friend with Mushi and Ice, and they said they'll scrim us when we go back to Asia, and that's really great for us. And yeah, and I hope we can kind of keep building up the experience and find out what we lack and keep improving.
Now, coming here and meeting the big teams like this, there's some of the most fierce competition here in Dota 2. Has that just been just as valuable to you guys? Besides playing in the tournament and being here in Ukraine, just being able to actually play against these teams for once?
Yeah, it helps a lot. It helps us a lot. Like, we thought we would get crushed even harder than how we lost the games. But after losing the games, we even felt more confident, and then we were like, oh, we lost the Empire, but I think we can do better. And then, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that was kind of unfortunate, but overall, there were some plays that we did that were good, and then we found that it works against top teams, so we're going to cut the mistakes we make and improve on the good plays we made.
Yeah, I mean, myself and I imagine most of the community are going to say that you guys have put up a really good fight here, and I can say that you've definitely made Korea proud, even though you haven't been able to advance through the tournament. But it's been a really good show. Now, for you and looking at the Korean scene, what is your general opinion of the Korean scene right now?
Right now in Korean scene, I don't think there's much of a stable roster other than the Zephyr and us and EOT. Every other team is been shuffling, and then myself, since I've been on other team as well, but right now MVP, we're kind of on a stable roster, and then we're not trying to improve through changing the players, but yeah. I feel like other teams are wanting to kick the bad players and wanting the better players to improve, but I don't think that's the right way. I think it is just 5 friends, 5 people who can work together with good personality will get us to the a tier 1 stage, and with this kind of experience. And yeah, I think our team is on the track, so I'm really happy about that.
Yeah. And before attending here, were you kind of limited back home who you could scrim against and just the contacts you had? Have you been mainly scrimming with people like Zephyr back home, or have you been able to even scrim with some of the teams from Southeast Asia?
Actually, we only scrimmed our brother team, MVP Hot 6, and Hot 6 has been going through the roster change, so it wasn't really that much of a great practice, but we got to scrim them a lot since we're in the same team house. And Zephyr is also would have been good scrim partner, but we were kind of competitors, so we didn't scrim each other. But we actually had C tournaments before the StarLadder, and we were able to meet some strong teams in Southeast Asia, such as Minaski and Orange, and after that, we got some name value, and then a lot of strong C teams started to wanting to scrim us, and I think that I'm really happy about that, and we're planning to attend more C tournaments. We got more invites, and then scrim against the top teams in C, and yeah, and so I'm really happy that once again we're on the track of improving.
Yeah, it's good that you guys have been able to take a lot of positives away from it. Now, for the rest of this event, what do you see you guys doing now? Are you going to try and get as many scrims in with teams who are willing to scrim you?
Yeah, I have tried, but there's no land center around here and stuff like that, so it's kind of hard to scrim. And I kind of wanted to play in Europe ranked game, see how much I can get. So I've been getting a lot of points, so I'm happy.
How many solo queue matches have you played so far?
I actually played 13 games yesterday, all day. Yeah, after the games, I just played solo ranking.
Yeah, I actually told the American teams they should try a solo queue because Malini, who works at Beyond the Summit, when he was here last time, he said, the difference of just queuing on a European server and just being able to experience something different, and it's a real eye opener. I mean, in terms of your team here, how much are you going to take away from this now? And is there? I imagine you've been making lots of notes, and there's in the back of your mind, and there's going to be lots, potential changes in the future.
We're gonna obviously change picks.
Yeah.
We learned a lot of the picks, but it's like we had all this practice about what we played, right? And I didn't want to just change the picks and think about what will work the best, such as Naga.
Yeah.
I know Naga is like really popular here, but like I never played that hero, and our mid player never play that hero either, right? So I'm planning to use that hero when I go back, but I can't use that in the match, right?
Yeah.
And so like we played what we play the best, and then see how much it worked, and then how much of my draft I expecting stuff from other opponents, and then I expected it, and sometimes they actually play that way, such as a lane swapping and stuff like that. And I was really happy to see my predictions were close, and then we learned a lot, but so we're gonna change, and then we learned a lot about the game mindset during the games too, especially stuff like that. Yeah.
That's really good to hear. Now, looking a bit more further forward, obviously the international is quickly coming upon us. Do you think any team from Korea will get invited directly to the international this year?
Well, I don't think so. If the team is to get invited, I think it's our team. But if we at least took one or two games off, we might have had chance in StarLadder. I mean, getting invited to TI, but I'm not really expecting to get invited to the TI, and I hope we do. But yeah.
Imagine if you guys don't receive an invite, you'll probably definitely be there in the qualifiers, and imagine the experience gained here is going to be a potential huge opening opportunity for that. Now, when it comes to your qualifiers in your region, you'll be obviously, that will also include Southeast Asia. Who would you say are the primary targets right now in Southeast Asia that you guys need to really focus on beating?
Titans and Size and Orange, and all those teams are strong. But I don't think it's impossible for us to win against them.
Yeah.
I think we have a good shot.
That's good to hear. Now, in the near future, what is the next on the agenda for MVP Phoenix?
Well, there's the ESL regional finals and Asian qualifiers.
Yep.
And there's more tournaments that I don't even know. I'm really happy that we've been getting a lot of invites for the tournaments, and we're planning to play as much as possible, as many as possible.
Yeah. And what's your setup like in Korea? I imagine you're all sharing a team house.
Yep. Yeah.
And what's your schedule like there?
It's really hard right now because there's not that many good Korean teams that we scrim against. So, and then there's not really a set schedule, but we play a lot of games. Sometimes we wake up at 6 afternoon, 12 in the morning, whatever. But yeah, we always have 5 or 6 scrims a day at least.
Have you been surprised with the results so far in StarLadder? Just how how EG have come out on top so strong with their stand-in? Is there anyone you expected to do better and hasn't done better?
Empire. I thought they would do much better, but they're still doing okay. Yeah.
And obviously, when it comes to the Korean scene, you have Nexon looking after you guys over there. How much do Nexon do for you guys?
Well, StarLadder Korean qualifier is a work of Nexon, I guess, and I'm really appreciating it, and I think that is going to help us. But this event will help us improve a lot by far, really far, and a lot of tournaments in just KDL and I don't know if the invites from a lot of C tournaments are work of Nexon, but I'm sure this kind of stuff helps right now.
Okay. Now, if you don't mind me asking, what is your opinion on Western players coming to Korea, specifically someone like Team Zephyr, who have come and kind of dominated a bit? Obviously, they haven't won everything, but they have been pretty strong.
I really don't mind it. is strong competitors, right?
Yeah.
So I want Korean teams to win against them, and I'll be the one of it. I don't want them to just leave right now, and so we don't get a chance to win against them.
Okay.
That's about it. I want to win against them, so yeah, I get a chance to revenge for the KDL finals.
So over this, let's say next year and maybe some next year, where do you see the Korean scene going?
At this rate, I think by the end of the year we'll be able to at least be the top tier team, including C, yeah, and hope to beat some European top tier teams or Chinese team once or twice. Yeah.
Do you feel that there's a big enough pool of players coming through in the Korean scene?
Dota 2 is not that popular in Korea right now because of League of Legends, but there's a talented players like 4App or Raisin. Raisin played this game for like only one or 1.5 years, and yeah, I've been like surprised by how he plays every day. He's not, and like such players like Kyo, 4App, Raisin, they're not afraid of anything. Yeah.
I mean, I suppose it's this event mainly has been all about experience and just trying out different things and seeing how you do get to compete against these Western teams and even the Eastern teams. Now, looking forward, you mentioned ESL. I imagine that it'll be a huge tournament for you guys. And are you pretty confident going into those qualifiers?
Yeah, we will be playing against any teams that are name value wise worse than the people in StarLadder. So why would I be afraid? I played against Alliance, CK, and Navi, and Empire.
That's really good to hear. Now, before I let you go, is there any sponsors you would like to thank, and obviously your Western fans?
Pardon?
Any sponsors you would like to thank, and any Western fans you would like to give a shout out to?
Well, Hot 6 is our main sponsor right here, and thank you to our coach. And I want to give a shout out to Demon and Fear. They're really close friends of mine. It's unfortunate I don't get to see them here, but yeah.
All right. Thank you much.